Hi everyone, my name is Chester Huba. I'm from BSME 2A, and today I'm going to discuss my solutions on the assignment number 1 in the subject Engineering Economics. Number 1, what is the annual rate of interest if 265 pesos is earned in 4 months on an investment of 15,000 pesos? So the given is the interest is equals to 265 pesos, then n is equal to 4 months, then our principal is equal to 15,000 pesos. So we are tasked to find the interest interest rate or the rate of interest. So our solution is the future amount is equal to principal times the quantity of 1 plus interest rate times year. So as you can see, this is the f is equals to p times the quantity of 1 plus in. So before that, we must find the future amount. To find the future amount, we will add the interest plus the capital. So the interest is 265 pesos plus 15,000 pesos, and we will get 15,265 pesos. Then we will substitute the value of the future amount to this side. So substitute 15,265 is equal to 1,500 pesos multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 4/12, due to the fact that we have 4 months in 12 months. So to equate that or to calculate that, we will get our interest rate is equal to 5.3%. So number 2, a loan of 2,000 pesos is made for a period of 13 months from January 1 to January 31 the following year at a simple interest rate of 20%. What future amount is due at the end of the loan period? So the given is the principal is equal to 2,000 pesos, n is 13 months, I is equal to 20%. So to get the number of years, we will divide 13 by 12 due to the fact that there are 12 months in a year. So we were asked to find the future amount. So we will use the future amount formula, which is f is equals to p multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus in. Then let's substitute the given values. F is equals to 2,000 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 20% times 13/12. So to calculate that, we will get our future amount will be 2,433.33 pesos. So let's go now to number 3. Number 3. If you borrow money from your friend with simple interest of 12%, find the present worth of 20,000 pesos which is due at the end of 9 months. So the given the interest rate is equal to 12%. The principal is what we are going to find. The future amount is equals to 20,000 pesos. Then Rn, or the number of years, is equals to 9 months over 12 years. That will give us 9/12. So the solution, we will use the future amount formula, which is f is equals to principal times to the quantity of 1 plus interest rate times the number of years. Then substitute the value for our future amount. We have 20,000 is equal to p times the quantity of 1 plus 12%, which is our interest rate or the rate of interest, then multiply to the number of year, which is 9/12. Calculate that and we will get our principal is equals to 18,348.62 pesos. So number 4, determine the exact simple interest on 5,000 for the period from January 15 to November 28, 1992. If the rate of interest is 22%. So the given is the principal is equals to 5,000 from the period January 15 to November 28, 1992. Then our interest rate is equals to 22%. Then we were tasked to find the exact interest. So 1992, we will check if it is a leap year by dividing 1992 by 4. So 1992 divided by 4 is equals to 498. So that means 1992 is a leap year. So now we will find D. We will tally all the number or the months covered between the months or the days covered between January 15 and November 28, 1992. We will list January 16, February 29, March 31, April 30, May 31, June 30, July 31, August 31, September 30, October 31, November 18. Then we will add them all or add the number of days. So you'll get 318. Since we got 318 and we are looking for an exact interest, we will use 366 days as our denominator. So our n is equal to 318 over 366 days. Then let's substitute the value, or now we will use the interest formula, which is a future value or the future amount minus the principal. That concludes that we can use also the future amount value. F is equals to P multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus IN. Then let's substitute the values. F is equals to 5,000 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 22% multiplied by 318 over 366. Then we will get our future amount is equal to 5,955.737705 pesos. Then to get the interest, we will subtract the future amount, or we will subtract the principal to the future amount. So 5,955.737705 minus 5,000, and we will get the exact interest, which is 955.7377049 pesos. So, number 5. A man wishes his son to receive 20,000 pesos or 200,000 pesos 10 years from now. What amount should he invest if it will earn interest of 10% compounded annually during the first 5 years and 12% compounded quarterly during the next 5 years? So, the given is the future amount is 20 or 200,000 pesos. Then our R is equal to 10% compounded annually for 5 years. Then 12% compounded quarterly for the next 5 years. So solution is equals to P sub 2. P sub 2 is equals to F multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus I raised to negative n. Then let's substitute the value 200,000 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 0.3 raised to negative 20. Then we will get our P sub 2 is equals to 110,735.15 pesos. Since we got our P sub 2 or our principal sub 2, then we will get our principal sub 1. We will use this formula right here. P sub 1 is equals to P sub 2 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus I raised to negative n. Since we got our P sub 2, then we will substitute the value of our P sub 2. So P sub 1 is equals to 110,735.15 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 0.10 raised to negative 5. Then we will calculate that and we get P sub 1 is equals to 68,757.82 pesos. Then we'll go now to number 6. So number 6. By the condition of a will, the sum of 25,000 pesos is left to a girl to be held in trust by her guardian until it amounts to 45,000 pesos. When will the girl receive the money if the fund is invested at 8% compounded quarterly? So the given was a principal is equals to 25,000. The future amount is equals to 48 or 45,000. Then RR is equals to 8%. Then RM is equals to 4. It says here that when will girl receive the money if the fund is invested at 8% compounded annually? 8% compounded annually. So we were asked to find the time or the number of years. So our solution is using the future amount formula, which is F is equals to P times the quantity of 1 plus I raised to negative N, or raised to N, where I is equals to R over M is equal to RR is equals to 8% over M is equals to 4. Then we will use it. N is equals to MT is equals to 40. Since we have the values of our future amount, our principal, our R, and our M, and we also have our the value of our N, which is equals to 40. Then let's substitute all the values. So 45,000 is equal to 25,000 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 8% over 4 raised to 40. Then we get log 9 over 5 is equal to log 1 plus 8% over 4 raised to 40. Then we will get T is equals to log 9 over 5 over 4 log multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 8% over 4. Then we get our T is equals to 7.420564152 years. Or in short, or we will round that off, we will get 7.42 years. So for number 7, at a certain interest rate compounded semi-annually, 5% will amount to 20,000 pesos after 10 years. What is the amount at the end of 15 years? So the given is M is equal to 2. Then our P, or our principal, is equals to 5,000 pesos. Our F is equal to 20,000 pesos. And our T is equal to 10 years. We are tasked to find the F at 15 years or after 15 years. So solution at 10 years, let's use the formula F is equals to P times, or P multiplied to the 1 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus I raised to N. Since we all know that the formula for I is equals to R over M, and the formula for N is equals to M times T. So let's substitute the values. 20,000 is equals to 5,000 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus R over 2 raised to 2 times 10. So to calculate that, we will get our R is equals to 14.35469.251%. So at 15 years, since we got already our R, now we can substitute to find our F. So F is equals to 5,000 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 14.35469.251% over 2 raised to 2 times 15. To calculate that, we will get our F is equals to 40,000 pesos. So we will go now to number 8. Jones Corporation borrowed 9,000 from Brown Corporation on January 1, 1978 and 12,000 on January 1, 1980. Jones Corporation made a partial payment of 7,000 pesos on January 1, 1981. It was agreed that the balance of the loan would be amortized by two payments, one of January 1, 1982 and the other on January 1, 1983. The second being 50% larger than the first. If the interest rate is 12%, what is the amount of each payment? So this is our given. As you can see at the cash flow chart, we are tasked to find the payment at 1982 and the payment at 1983. So for the solution, we'll use f is equals to p multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus I raised to n. So let's substitute the values or use this equation. 9,000 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 12% raised to 5 plus 12,000 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 12% raised to 3 is equal to 7,000 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 12% raised to 2 plus x multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 12% raised to 1 plus 1.5x multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 12% raised to 0. Then we will get x is equal to 9,137.179828 pesos at 1983 is equals to 1.5x is equal to 15,000 or 15 multiplied by 9,137.179828 is equal to 13,705.76974. So we have the payment at 1982 is equals to 9,137.179828 pesos. Then at payment at 1983 is equal to 13,705.76974 pesos. So let's go now to number 9. So a woman borrowed 3,000 pesos to be paid after 1.5 years with interest at 12% compounded semi-annually and 5,000 to be paid after 3 years at 12% compounded monthly. What single payment must she pay after 3.5 years at an interest rate of 16% compounded quarterly to settle the two obligations? So given our principal 1 is equal to 3,000 pesos, then our principal 2 is equals to 5,000 pesos. Then our T sub 1 or our T sub 1 is equals to 1.5 years, our T sub 2 is equals to 3 years. R sub 1 is equals to 12%, R sub 2 is equals to 12%. Then M sub 1 is equals to 2 and M sub 2 is equal to 12. So for the solution, we will use F sub 1 or F is equals to P multiplied to the quantity of I over 2 multiplied or raised to 2 times N sub 1. Then substitute the values, we will get 13,000 pesos multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 0.12 over 2 raised to 2 times 1 over 2 or 1/2. Then our F sub 1 will be 3,537.05 pesos. Now we will get or we will find the F sub 2. The F sub 2 is equals to 5,000 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 0.12 over 12 raised to 12 times 3. To calculate that, we will get F sub 2 is equal to 7,153.84 pesos. Then finally, we will find F sub 3. by using this the recent values we got. So f sub 1, we will use f of 3 is equals to f sub 1 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 13 over 4 raised to 4 multiplied to the quantity of n sub 3 minus n sub 1 plus f sub 2 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 13 over 4 raised to 4 times or multiplied to the quantity of n sub 3 minus n sub 2. So substitute all the values. So 3,573.05 pesos multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 0.16 over 4 raised to 4 multiplied to the quantity of 3 halves minus 1 halves plus 7,153.84 pesos multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 0.16 over 4 raised to 4 multiplied to the quantity of 3 and halves minus 3. Calculate that and we will get f of 3 is equals to 4,889.96 pesos plus 7,737.59 pesos. So if we add that to, we will get f sub 3 is equals to 12,627.55 pesos. So let's go now to number 10. Mr. J. De La Cruz borrowed money from my bank. He received from the bank 1,342 pesos and promised to repay 1,500 at the end of 9 months. Determine the simple interest rate and the corresponding discount rate, or often referred to as the banker's discount. So the given was our principal is equal to 1,342 pesos. Then our future amount is equal to 1,500 pesos. Then we will find D and I, our discount and our interest rate. We were asked to find the discount rate and the interest rate. So solution for the discount rate is D is equals to F minus P over F. Then for I, or the interest rate, is equals to F minus P over P. Since we have F and P, our future amount or our principal amount, let's substitute the two values. So D is equals to 1,500 minus 1,342 all over 15 or 1,500 multiplied by 100%. Then we will get D is equals to 10.53%. Now let's calculate the I, or get the I, or the interest rate is 1,500 minus 1,342 all over 1,342 times 100%. Then we will get our interest rate is equals to 11.77%. So number 11, a man deposits 50,000 pesos in a bank account at 6% compounded monthly for 5 years. If the inflation rate of 6.5% per year continues for this period, will this effectively protect the purchasing power of the original principal? So to answer that question, we will tally our given, or write the given, which is the principal is equals to 50%, not 50%, 50,000, R is equals to 6%, M is equals to 12, T is equals to 5 years, then F is equals to 65% with inflation rate. Now we will use the solution F sub B is equal to P multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus I E all over 1 plus F multiplied or raised to N. So this means it is the M is equal to 1. So the formula for our IE is equals to 1 plus I raised to M minus 1. Since we got all the values, we will substitute the values. F sub E is equals to 50,000 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus to the quantity of 1 plus 6% over 12, all raised to 12 minus 1, all over 1 plus 6.5%, all raised to 5 point or 5 times 1. To calculate that, we will get our F sub E is equals to 49,224.99388 pesos. Since our F sub E is less than our F, so we can say that the effectivity will not protect the purchasing power of the original principal. So number 12. What is the future worth of 600 pesos deposited at the end of every month for 4 years if the interest rate is 12% compounded quarterly? So Italia are given A is equals to 600, N is equals to 12 times 4, which is equals to 48, R is equals to 12%. Then we are asked to find the future worth. So what we're first gonna do is convert 12% compounded quarterly to X% compounded monthly. So IE is equals to 1 plus I raised to M minus 1. So you'll get 1 plus 12% over 4 raised to 4 minus 1 is equals to 1 plus R over 12 raised to 12 minus 1. To calculate that, we will get R is equal to 11.88% minus A at M is equals to 12%. Then for the solution, for the future amount, to find the future amount, we will use the formula F is equals to A multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus I raised to M minus 1 all over I. Substitute the values 600 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 11.88% over 12 raised to 48 minus 1 all over 11.88% over 12. And let's calculate that, and we will get that our future amount is equals to 36,642.82699 pesos, or simply 36,642.83 pesos. So now let's go to number 13. So a young woman, 22 years old, just graduated from college. She accepts a good job and desires to establish her own retirement fund at the end of each year. Thereafter, she plans to deposit 2,000 pesos in a fund at 15% annual interest. How old will she be when the fund has an accumulated value of 1 million peso? So we are tasked to find the age, or how old will she be when the fund has an accumulated value of 1 million pesos. So the given, the present age is 22 years old, and RA is 2,000 pesos annually. R is 15% annually. M is equals to 1. Then our future amount will be 1 million pesos. So for the solution, we will use f is equals to a multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 all over I. Then this will become f times I over a plus 1 is equals to 1 plus I raised to n. Then the natural logarithm f of I over a plus 1 then that is equal to the natural logarithm of 1 plus I raised to n. Then this will become n is equals to the natural logarithm of m times I over a plus 1 over the natural logarithm of 1 plus I. This will become the natural logarithm 1 million multiplied to 15,000 all over 2,000 plus 1 all over log 1 plus 15%. So to calculate all that, the age is equal to 30.98649938 years. Then we will add the present age. Then we will get 52.98649938 years, or simply 53 years old. So she will be 53 years old when she get the 1 million pesos. So number 14. Mr. Reyes borrows 600,000 pesos at 12% compounded annually, agreeing to repay the loan in 15 equal annual payments. How much of the original principal is still unpaid after he has made the 8th payment? So as you can see, here is the cash flow. Since we got our the principal is already given, and r is equals to 12%, when m is equals to 1, then n is equals to 15. So to find a, we will use p is equals to a multiplied to the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n all over I. Since we got our value for p, we will substitute 600,000 is equals to a multiplied to the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus 12% raised to negative 15 over 12%. Then our a, we will get our a, which is 88,094.54379. So to get the p, we will use p is equals to 88,094.54379 multiplied to the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus 12% raised to negative 7 all over 12%. Then we will get our p, or the original principal, is equal to 402,042.0502 pesos. So let's go now to number 15. So number 15, M purchased a small lot in a subdivision, paying 200,000 pesos down and promising to pay 15,000 every 3 months for the next 10 years. The seller figured interest at 12% compounded quarterly. So in A, what was the cash price of the lot? Then B, if M missed the first 12 payments, what must he pay at the time the 13th is due to bring himself up to date? C, after making 8 payments, M wished to discharge his remaining indebtedness by a single payment at a time when the 9th regular payment was due. What must he pay in addition to the regular payment then due? Then D, if M missed the first 10 payments, what must he pay when the 11th payment is due to discharge his entire indebtedness? So first, let's find the given, or locate the given. So the down payment is equal to 200,000 pesos. Then our A is equals to 15,000 pesos in every 3 months quarterly when our M is equals to 4. N is equals to 12 times 10 all over 3 is equals to 40. Then R is equals to 12% quarterly compounded in every 3 months, which is also M is equals to 4. So first we were asked, for A, we were asked to find what was the cash price of the lot. So here is our cash flow. Then our solution is P is equals to A multiplied to the quantity of a 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n all over I. Then let's substitute all the values. Our A is equals to 15. A is 15,000 multiplied to the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus 12% over 4 raised to negative 40 all over 12% over 4. Then our P will be 346,721.5796 pesos. So to get the cash price, we will add the down payment plus the present amount. So the down payment is 200,000 pesos, then added to the present amount, which is our 346,721.5796 pesos. So our cash price will be 546.721.5796 pesos. So now let's go to B. B, if M missed the first 12 payments, what must he pay at the time the 13th is due to bring himself up to date? So 13, we were asked to find the future amount at the 13th. So F at 13th, you will find it when n is equals to 13. So to find it, you will use F is equals to A multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 over I. Substitute all the values. F is equals to 15,000 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 12% over 4 raised to 13 minus 1 all over 12% over 4. So to calculate that, we'll get our F is equals to 234,266.8567 pesos. Now we will solve for C. C, after making 8 payments, M wished to discharge his remaining indebtedness by a single payment at a time. When the 9th regular payment was due, what must he pay in addition to the regular payment than due? So we will ask what must he pay in addition to the regular payment than due. Then we can consider it as a present amount. So we will use, as you can see, this is the cash flow. We will use P is equals to A multiplied to the value of 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n. Then let's substitute all the values. P is equals to 15,000 multiplied to the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus 12% over 4 raised to negative 40 minus 9 all over 12% over 4. Then we'll calculate that. We will get the amount, or the present amount, is equals to 300,000 6.4274 pesos. So that is the amount that he must pay in addition to the regular payment then due. So for D, so as you can see, the paper is a little bit crumbly. So for D, if M missed the first 10 payments, what must he pay when the 11th payment is due to discharge his entire indebtedness? So as you can see, this is the cash flow. So you already know that the payment amount is equals to future amount plus the present amount. So to find f, we are given that the formula is equals to a is equals a multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 all over I. Then for our present amount, the formula for it is equals to a multiplied to the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus I raised to n, or raised to negative n over I. So for the payment amount, we all know that we will add the two values together. So for the payment amount is equal to 15,000 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 12% over 4 minus 1 all over 12% over 4 plus 15,000 multiplied to the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus 12% over 4 raised to negative 40 minus 11. Now we will get our payment amount will become 479,948 pesos. So now we will go to number 16. So it is said here that a man approaches the ABC loan agency for 100,000 pesos to be paid in 24 monthly installments. The agency advertises an interest rate of 1.5% per month. They proceed to calculate the amount of this monthly payment in the following manner. So the amount requested is equal to 100,000 pesos, credit investigation 500 pesos, credit task insurance 1,000 pesos. Then sum it all up, we will get the total of 101,500 pesos. So it is said here that the interest is 101,500 pesos multiplied to 24 multiplied to 0.015, then we will get our interest will become 36,540. Then the total owed is 101,500 pesos plus 36,540 pesos. Then to sum it up, the total owed is equal to 138,040 pesos. So the payment is equal to 138,040 pesos over 24. Then divide it, and we will get 5,751 pesos 0.67. Then we are asked what is the effective rate of interest of the loan. So since we have already the given, P is equal to 100,000, A is equal to 5,751.67, N is equal to 24, M is equal to 12. Then we will use the solution. P is equal to A multiplied to the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n all over I. 100,000, or let's substitute all the values. 100,000 is equals to 5,751.67 multiplied to the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative 24 all over I. So to find I, let's calculate it. To find I, let's calculate it. Then we'll get I is equals to 0.0275766. Then, since it is asked to find the effective rate of interest, so I sub B is equals to 1 plus 0.0275766 raised to M, or 12 minus 1 multiplied by 100%. Then our the effective rate of interest is equals to 38.60%. So number 17. A new office building was constructed 5 years ago by a consulting engineering firm. At that time, the firm obtained the bank loan for 10 million pesos with a 20% annual interest rate compounded quarterly. The terms of the loan called for equal quarterly payments for a 10-year period with the right of prepayment at any time without penalty. Due to internal charges in the firm, it is now proposed to refinance the loan through an insurance company. The new loan is planned for a 20-year term with an interest rate of 24 pesos or 24% per annum, compounded quarterly. The insurance company has a one-time service charge of 5% of the balance. This new loan also calls for equal quarterly payments. So, A. What is the balance due on the original mortgage or principal if all payments have been made through a full 5 years? Then B. What will be the difference between the equal quarterly payments in the existing arrangement and the revised proposal? So the given is P is equals to 10 million pesos, R is equals to 20% quarterly at M is equals to 4, N is equals to 10 times 12 all over 3, which is equal to 40. So for our solution for A, we'll use P is equals to A multiplied to the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative N all over I. Then let's substitute all the values. 10 million pesos is equal to A multiplied to the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus 20% over 4 raised to negative 40 all over 20% over 4. So our A sub 1 is equal to 582,781.6117 minus A. Then we will get P is equals to A multiplied to the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative N at 5 years. Since at 5 years, we will use N. 5 times 12 over 3 is equal to 20. Then we substitute the values. P is equals to 582,781.6117 multiplied to the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus 20% over 4 raised to negative 20 all over 20% over 4. So our P, or our amount, will be equal to 72,627,000. I'm sorry. This is not, we'll put comma here. So this will become 7,262,747.028 pesos. So for our letter B, our N is equals to 20 times 12 over 3 is equals to 80. Then our R is equals to 24% compounded quarterly. M is equals to 4. Then our service charge is 5%. So solution to find A sub 2, P is equals to P remaining multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 5%. So this will become 700. Let's substitute the value. 7,262,747.028 multiplied to the quantity of 1 plus 5%. Then our P will become 7,625,884.38 pesos. So since we got our values for P, then we will substitute 7,625,884.38 pesos is equal to A sub 2 multiplied to the quantity of 1 minus 1 plus 24% over 4 raised to negative 80 all over 24% over 4. So let's calculate that. Our A sub 2 will become 462 here. 462,919.194 pesos. So to find the difference between A sub 1 and A sub 2, we will subtract the two values. 5, we will subtract the two values, which is 582,781.6117 minus 461,919.194 pesos. Then we will get a sub 1 minus a sub 2 is equals to 120,862.4176 pesos. So that was the end of my discussion. Thank you, and I hope you learned something.